So today I'm going to show you how to make your very own leaf collage or leaf artwork that you will be able to keep for the entire season of fall and even longer if you want. And I'm going to show you how to do this and the materials you're going to need, but this is the final product and I love to hang it in my windows. It really looks beautiful to hang leaf collages in your window. So here we go, let's get started. Hello everyone, so today I wanted to show you how to do one of my absolute favorite activities during the fall. So I wanted to start off by showing you what materials you will need if you would like to do this activity. You are going to need some wax paper. Again, wax paper, you can use any size wax paper you want. If you only have a little, use a little. If you have more, you can use more. So get some wax paper, any size. You need some fall leaves. You need some leaves. You can go on an adventure with an adult and go find some beautiful leaves that you think are beautiful. I have went out and exploring and I picked some really pretty leaves. You are going to need an iron, which is hot. So because of this, you need to do this activity with an adult. Do not do this by yourself. You need an adult to help you with a hot iron. And finally, you are going to need a pillowcase. You can use a pillowcase, or maybe if you don't have a pillowcase available, you can also use a dish towel. So again, you're gonna need wax paper today, some awesome leaves that you collected on an adventure, a hot iron with an adult to help you, and a pillowcase or a couple of dish towels. All right, stay tuned for the next set of instructions. So one of the materials we're gonna need for our leaf project is leaves. And this time of year in fall, there are some gorgeous, beautiful, colorful leaves that are falling from the trees. So your first project is to go on a nature adventure with an adult and find some really pretty leaves. And you can do different types of leaves. You can do yellow leaves, red leaves, green leaves. You can do any kind of leaf you want. And you're gonna bring those back for your leaf project. So have fun collecting your leaves on a nature adventure. Pick the ones that you love, and we're gonna do our leaf collage in just a minute. So the first step of this activity is spreading out your pillowcase or dish towel. So you're gonna spread it out on a table or maybe an ironing board, wherever your adult says is the best place to do this activity. And you wanna make sure you leave enough that you can fold it over when the time is ready. So I laid this out on a table, and then the next step is gonna be to take some of our wax paper. So you are gonna want enough wax paper to be able to fold it over. So I'm gonna have this wax paper, but it's not gonna be this big. I'm gonna actually fold it in half before we get started. So again, you can have a big wax paper, you can have little wax paper. Oh, and my puppy dog Willow's here to help us too. So I have now folded my wax paper in half and we are almost ready to go. So I'm gonna open up my wax paper again, and on one side of the wax paper, you are gonna put your fall leaves. Now these fall leaves you can arrange and place in any way you want. Kind of like if you're doing an art project, because this is an art project, but it's a science art project. I like to try to find leaves that have different colors. Oh, this one was really pretty. It was a bright red one. It's a little crunchy, but that's okay. Maybe you want to find leaves of different types of trees to add and do more of a scientific project where you can identify the leaves afterwards. Look at that, that's from an oak tree. So you can add whatever you want into your design. Once you're happy with your design, you're then going to take your wax paper that you had already folded and put it over the top. And then very gently kind of push it down. All right, so you've got the leaves all organized in your wax paper. you have the wax paper folded back over, so it's kind of like a leaf sandwich right now. And now comes the part where an adult needs to be there to help you. We're gonna take my pillowcase and very carefully put it on top of that wax paper. Make sure there's no wrinkles or bulges in your pillowcase or your dish towels, whatever you're using, because that could hurt the wax paper. Now it's all nice and flat. So now the next step is to heat up the wax paper. And the way you're going to do that is by taking your iron and very slowly move the iron all around the pillowcase where your wax paper is. And you might hear it kind of sizzle a little bit. You might hear it crinkling a little bit. That is good, because that means that the wax is starting to melt and seal your leaves into that wax paper. Here we go. So we're gonna do this a little more. Again, this could take time, but you really want to make sure you do it well enough with an adult. Again, you have to do this with an adult because the iron is hot. And really make sure you melt that wax. Okay, just like Mrs. Brinchek is doing. All right, let's see what it looks like. So I'm gonna take off my iron. Still pretty warm, so be careful. And I'm gonna open it up and see what we have. And it looks like my leaves have been sealed. It's all sealed now into that wax paper, and it is beautiful. Again, you can do any kind of arrangement you want. You can now, if you are really scientific, you can identify these leaves by the tree that they came from, and you can take a Sharpie marker and write the type of tree next to each leaf. I love doing that. And then you can put it, my favorite thing to do is hang it in a window now. And when you hang it in the window, the colors of your beautiful fall leaves really stand out and shine. And it's also a really good gift. If you're looking to give someone a present, make them a fall leaf collection. It is one of the best presents I have ever received. And I love giving them too, because it is just a really unique and very personal, you can arrange this any way you want, gift. All right, I hope you enjoy and I hope you get to do this. I can't wait to see your artwork.